Once upon a time, a little girl called Miriam went to her first day of school. She ran into a brutal teacher who told the whole class, "My name is Bernard, Professor Bernard. Whatever I say here goes. You follow my rule or I fire you off the school." The first thing Professor Bernard did in the first day of class, leave an aquarium in the middle of class, pull out the fish, put on the floor, and left the classroom. The 16 students kept on looking at each other, shocked, watching the atrocity, the barbaric act, but fearing of the reprisal, of the penalty. Remembering the rule, he left before he left the room. And after a few minutes, some started crying, some started screaming, but none did anything. Ultimately, little Miriam stood up, picked the fish, and put her back in peace in the aquarium. The brutal Professor Bernard entered, screaming, "Who did it? Who moved the fish?" Everybody was silent, looking at each other. He repeated, "Who did it? Who moved the fish?" Miriam stood, say, "I did it, sir." And she sat back. All the classmates were looking in fear, thinking that Miriam would be ejected from class. However, Bernard turned to the student and said, "What happened to your humanity?" We should all ask ourselves that question sometimes. Does that do something?